Saundra, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, James.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You have seen what I'll call some really good growth over the years. You're 13 now as a TSS franchisee, but truly what was amazing was your growth from 2019 through 2021. And it looks like the majority of it occurred on the school side. You're driving that school bus nowadays. What led you to pursue those opportunities and ultimately win a good amount of them?
Yes, it's been a great year, that's for sure. I had started my business more in the sports and was always nervous about schools, just like everybody is. You hear all these things and stuff. But yet I kind of reached a point where I don't have any more weekends. I need to do some more business during the week and things like that. And I had some schools call me that they were like, hey, you're doing a really good job with the Parks and Rec sports pictures, come take ours. And so, it just, with CCS's encouragement, it was just great to move that way and try to take on more of the school business and things like that. It just was really great fit for, like I said, my schedule, because I was wanting more to do during the week and be able to work my employees that way. So the schools was a great way to start pursuing.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you see as the biggest difference between a sports photo day and a school picture day?
Oh gosh, believe it or not, I would say how much easier it is. I know a lot of people are terrified of schools. They think it's going to be really difficult, but actual picture day is so much nicer than a sports picture day because boy, those kids know what to do. Those teachers are lining them up. It runs so much smoother than a sports picture day, and it's a lot of fun, honestly. I mean, to me, that is the best part of picture day. If I had my choice, all I would do is pose kids all day long. It is just so fun to interact with the kids, and when you get in schools, they're usually on their best behavior, and it's just really a lot of fun.
So the biggest takeaway there was teachers, kids listen to teachers a little more than coaches, I guess you're saying.
Yes, definitely. And you don't have to worry about people being late either.
That is true. That is true. They seem to get there
Yeah.
on time. For someone who is afraid to enter the school market or any market, it could be for someone that's been a little hesitant to enter it, what advice would you give them? What tools did Candid make available for you that made the decision a little easier?
Well, I tell you what, I really thought about that. And as far as, I admitted it was kind of scary to get into schools because you hear all these stories of the big giants, that take the pictures at schools and stuff. But connect with a fellow franchisee and go to a picture day. I personally, gosh, probably 10 years ago, went and helped Lindsay and Steve Verdon out and for a school picture day. And that was my whole thing. They needed some help for a soccer picture day, but I was like, hey, can we do school pictures at the same time? And it all worked out, and we did. And it was great to see how they did it. It was a smaller school, but it was actually a twofold benefit for me because the soccer teams we did was large. And so it taught me, oh, wow, I can really do a soccer team every 5 minutes, and this is how you do it. And it also got me into the schools, and I was able to see how you set it up, how does it run, what's the best way to do it. And it just totally took that fear of the actual picture day away from me.
Mhm.
So it was a great benefit. I highly recommend anytime you're unsure about something, reach out to other franchisees, reach out to me. We love to give advice and let other people know how it works for us.
A lot of our
Tools.
franchisees do like to talk. You're right.
Yeah, that is true. And as far as tools, I tell you what, having done it for this long and enjoyed the last several years with Candid and TSS, it we have such a great toolkit. We really do. I feel like I don't even use all the tools in my toolkit,
Hmm.
but fellow franchisees, I mean, if you're a mom and pop studio, you don't have anyone to ask questions, go and talk to. But, you can always reach out through our Facebook page or whatever and talk to other franchisees about problems you have, or, how do I do this? The staff at Candid is amazing. I can't say enough about them. I mean, I've never had an instance where I couldn't reach out to someone and them help me with anything. I mean, they know it all. They've been there. They, have a working business themselves, so they really know what's going on. As far as actual tools that we use day to day, I mean, our order entry system, I am like, our websites, I currently am talking to my local high school about doing their pictures. And one of the biggest benefits that I showed him was I pulled up our website, because the current guy that they're using is a local photographer and he has no website. He has a Facebook page that's the same Facebook page as his pizza store. So, I'm like, nowadays you can't run a business without a good working website for parents to go to. But I talked about the staff and the training that Candid and TSS gives us. I mean, I will be the first one to tell you that if you had asked me 6 months before I bought my TSS photography business, if you'd asked me 6 months before that and told me, well, do you think you'll ever be a photographer? I would have told you you're crazy. There's no way. I am not a photographer to this day. I can take pictures, but I'm not a true photographer. I'm a business person. And that's what really appealed to me, was the business model and all the support they give us. The tools, like I said, my toolkit is just overflowing. Photo match, TKO, and the fact that we can offer so many different backgrounds online. Ship to parent. I mean, that gets schools for me all the time when I tell them, you won't have to touch a picture. They're going to do it all online. It's going to go straight to the parents. They love all of that. So it's great. It's really great.
That's amazing. Again, the growth you saw this past year was great. Can we see it again next year?
Yes, let's hope so.
That's the right answer.
I didn't even mention the one of the big things toolkit wise, and what I felt really helped me during the past 2 years, and it's the virtual groups. Honestly, I think our ability to do virtual groups allowed me to get 2 schools this year. Just because they had, saw where, a school nearby them was still doing that I had taken pictures for, still had class pictures, because we can do virtual groups, and still had sports teams pictures. Nobody else can do that. And so that was something really big to the schools who still wanted that traditional class picture.
And that's something that we've been offering for years. And I guess the times that we are in necessitated a lot of our franchisees moving that way, and it's worked out wonderfully for everyone. I love them. I do.
Yeah. Well, and I found the schools that I'm dealing with this year are loving it, because you always have kids that are absent, and between, the first picture day and makeup picture day, their yearbook or whatever still has the full class picture in it, because, we usually have caught the kids in there. So they really love it.
Well, I certainly look forward to seeing where you are at the end of this year, and we're here to help. Anything you need, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Saundra, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, James. Anytime. Love to do it.